Welcome to Fundraising 101 for AIDS Walk Atlanta and 5K Run and Music Festival. I'm Stephen Igarashi Ball, Assistant Event Manager for AIDS Atlanta, and I'll be your host today. As we all know, cash is king and money makes the world go round. Without it, none of our organizations would be able to provide the programs and services that are so necessary in our community. So, where do you get the necessary cash? Well, it's just that easy. We ask for it. Ask and you shall receive. And it's just that easy when it comes to fundraising. You ask individuals for direct donations, and that's called individual giving. That's the backbone of our event. We ask foundations and government agencies and corporations for grants to support specific programs and projects. That's grants and corporate giving. In time, we can ask for direct donations from corporate and private philanthropies, and that's called sponsorships. Today, we'll be talking about how you personally can do your best fundraising. So, how do I raise money and lots of it? That's the question that we always get. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about our event itself. AIDS Walk Atlanta and 5K Run is first and foremost a fundraiser. In 2018, we had nearly 300 registered teams. The average size of a team was 15 people, and they raised approximately $1,500. The total raised amongst our teams was over $325,000. Participants raised most of that money by simply asking their friends and family for support, and the majority of our participants do their fundraising online or via our mobile app. Our largest team was Team UPS with 107 members, and Team Aid Atlanta raised over $55,000 themselves. All of this goes to tell you that whether a small team or a large team, you can have a great impact with the fundraising that you raise. And the important thing is that every dollar raised stays right here in Metro Atlanta, supporting Aid Atlanta and our 10 other participating organizations. So how do you raise your money? First, make it personal. Once you're registered, you need to customize your personal fundraising page. Share your connection to the cause and let everyone know why is HIV and AIDS important to you. Why are you #still walking? Upload a personal photo so that when people visit your page, they know that they're donating directly to you. Remember, it's all about you, so tell your story. Here's an example of a personal page that's been updated. I know because this is my own personal fundraising page. So here you'll see that my headline is I'm trying to raise $5,000, and I let people know that right away. I've uploaded a photo of me from the event. This photo was taken at our kickoff party this year. So when people come, they see my face, they know it's my page, and they know they're in the right spot. And then I tell them the story about why I'm walking, why I'm participating, and why the cause is so important to me. And then you'll see there's 2 buttons on the right side. Donate now and join Steven's team. And it's just that easy. You'll see my goal is to raise $5,000 this year, and right now I'm a little over halfway towards that goal. Use these tips and your fundraising can be successful as well. So once you've updated your personal page, we want to be sure that you use your headquarters for fundraising. And you'll see that there's a lot of tools available to you in your headquarters, including pre-written messages. You can use these messages to draft emails to send out to your contacts. So here you see on this screen one of our pre-written messages. You can use it as is, or you can add to it and make it more personalized and customized. If you choose to adjust the message, be sure that you save the template, because then you can use it again and again to reach out to your to your friends and family. You'll also see at the top there's other tabs for connecting to social media, and we'll get to that in just a second. You can also check your progress at any time to see where you are in your fundraising efforts, and you can view your personal page to see what it looks like for other people when they visit the website. So be sure that you use your headquarters and are aware of all of the resources that are available to you there. So I mentioned social media, and social media is so important, and it can really make your fundraising easier. We have a great functionality where you can connect your personal headquarters to fundraise with Facebook. I want to stress that this needs to take place when you are in your personal headquarters. In your headquarters, you need to connect your Facebook page to your personal headquarters before you set up any fundraiser on Facebook. If you haven't connected your personal headquarters to your fundraising page, you will not receive credit for money raised on Facebook. So this is critical. Be sure that you connect your personal headquarters with your Facebook page before you set up any fundraisers. If you have any questions on this, we have a guidebook explaining the entire process on our website. And if you have further questions, you can reach out and contact our staff via our website or social media. We'll be happy to send you that handbook. And we'll also be happy to personally walk you through the steps. It takes just a few minutes to connect your Facebook with your fundraising page. And when you're in your headquarters, on your home page, if you look to the right side, you'll see this blue box that says Raise More Money with Facebook. We have it highlighted here on the slide. That's where you want to click to fundraise on Facebook. It'll connect your Facebook to your personal headquarters, and in just a few minutes, you'll be able to set up a fundraiser. Very quick, very easy, and you'll see a big increase in the money that you're able to raise. Some other tips and tools that will help you with your fundraising. Once you've set up your personal headquarters, go ahead and import your email contacts to your headquarters. That'll make it easier for you to send out emails to your friends and family and just have them connected and have your address book accessible. Make sure that you utilize your personal URL that you can set up in your headquarters, and you can use that to post a status on social media asking for donations. That personal URL will connect directly to your fundraising page, and it's a great idea to send out on social media posts, in text messages, or you can even include it in your email signature so that everyone who hears from you will have the link for your fundraising page. Next, make sure that you utilize the free mobile app. So we've had this mobile app for a couple of years, but it is new and improved for this year. So if you once you've registered, you'll want to go to your mobile app store. It's available for Apple and Android products. You will search for AIDS Walk Atlanta and you'll find the app. It's free, so go ahead and download that. You do need to be registered for the event before you download the app. Once you've registered, your registration for the headquarters is the same registration that you'll use to log into the mobile app. And then again, you'll be able to take your fundraising everywhere, access it in the palm of your hand. And our statistics tell us that people who use the mobile app on average raise 60% more than their counterparts. So again, it's a great tool to help you increase your fundraising. Our next tip is start early and take advantage of pledges and scheduled payment options. So your donors have the option to give a one-time gift, or they can spread their donation out over multiple payments. It's a great way to increase your fundraising and for your donor to just set it and forget it. So remember to start as early as possible. That makes a huge difference in your fundraising, and take advantage of those scheduled payments. So once we've done all of that, let's get to making the ask. How do we actually ask for donations? Well, the first part of that is, who are we asking? And we want you to ask everyone. So there's nobody that you shouldn't be asking for a donation. Friends, family, associates, coworkers, your doctor, your postal worker, your hairdresser, friends at book club, anybody and everybody is fair game. We always say in our office that you can't say no for someone else. So don't talk yourself out of asking for a donation. You never know who has a connection to the cause and who will be willing to donate because HIV and AIDS is important to them, or who will donate just because they care about you. So be sure to ask everyone. The second is what? What are you going to use to make your ask? So you see here we have a selection of social media icons. And of course, we know we live in a world where social media rules everything. We're always on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of these different social media sites. And those are great, and they can be great tools to increase your fundraising. But don't underestimate the power of a personal conversation face to face. It's much harder to tell you no when you're standing in front of someone. A personal phone call, yes, people still use their phones, or even a handwritten letter. And we have some of our top fundraisers who utilize handwritten letters to make their request. And you'd be surprised that personal touch can really go a long way to helping you secure a donation. So remember to use every resource available to you, and remember to ask everyone that you know. The last point is, how are we making that ask? And so we've all heard 6 degrees of separation or 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. And the theory is that we're connected to everyone in the world by 6 people or less. So remember that it's not just about asking the people that you know, but ask those people to reach into their social networks. So if people can donate to you, that's wonderful. But if they can't donate and donate financially, ask them if they could make an ask of their network. Ask them to reshare your post on their Facebook, or just send it out in an email to their friends, and you'll be surprised who will donate just because someone asked them. Remember that you're not alone. It takes a village. Just like it takes a lot of people to produce our event, with volunteers and fundraisers and walkers and runners and sponsors, you're not alone in your fundraising. Remember to rely on your team, your family, and our AIDS Walk Atlanta staff. The power is in asking. And so ask people to support you, ask for help, and remember that our team is here and our staff is here if you need any support from us. When it comes to fundraising, keep it simple. A lot of times people are intimidated by fundraising because they think that they need to produce a big event in order to be successful. Now, events can be great and events can raise a lot of money, but events also require a lot of work. So if you're considering doing an event, consider doing something that you already are doing. If you have a bar that you go to every weekend with your friends, ask the bar if they would consider hosting a beer bust or a margarita madness. Those have been great fundraisers for some of our teams. If you have a restaurant that you frequent, ask the restaurant if they will consider doing a dining out night where a portion of the proceeds benefit your walk team. Some of our fundraisers have utilized bake sales because they were great bakers or great cooks. So those all can be very easy events. I always say that whatever you already do, make it a fundraiser. So if you're a great cook and everybody is at your house every weekend for grilling out, congratulations. You're now hosting an AIDS Walk barbecue. If everyone comes to your house on Friday night for movie night, you're now hosting AIDS Walk movie nights. Charge an admission at the door and offer some free popcorn and raise some money for the event. Whatever it is that you're already doing, look at that and see if you can add a price tag to it and make it into a fundraiser. But just remember, keep it simple. As a team captain, it's important that you lead by example. Remember that your teammates are going to be looking to you to stay active and to do your own fundraising. So remember to stay on top of your game and lead the way to keep your members motivated and excited about the cause. Speaking of team members, it's important that you set member goals. When you first create your team, consider hosting a meeting to develop goals with your team. Encourage your entire team to take part in that so that everybody is invested in the goals of the team. Brainstorm who you're going to recruit and where you're going to recruit people from. And remember to communicate often throughout the fundraising season. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. There are a lot of ways to reach out with your team. First and foremost, and we've talked about this already, it's who you know. Family, family, family. Start with your family. Start with your closest network. Start with your friends, and think about who is in your circle of influence. Once you've considered who you're reaching out to, there's a lot of ways to get the message out. You could do actual flyers. Think about posting flyers at your job if you're allowed to do that. Or post it at places like maybe your book club, maybe your office, maybe your church. Perhaps you're a member of a social group like a fraternity or a sorority. Think about making personal calls and sending out emails. Remember the power of social media and making those posts. And remember referrals and word of mouth and asking your friends to help you spread the word to their networks. Lastly, think about an old school donation letter or hosting a fundraising party to let people know what you're doing and how they can support you. There's a lot of ways to get the word out to the community. Use incentives to help make your fundraising more successful. Consider asking businesses for giveaways. Again, we talked about if there are restaurants or bars or stores that you support, ask them if they could support your efforts by giving you a gift card that you could use as maybe a raffle item or as an incentive for your team for fundraising and recruitment. Encourage friendly competition with other people on your team. Everybody loves competition. Remember to publicly acknowledge your fundraising progress via email, Facebook, and Twitter. Let people know the ups and the downs. People want to support you, and people want to know your challenges. And remember to call in favors. Who do you donate to throughout your year? Whose events are you supporting? Maybe you are supporting someone for a walk or a run that they competed in, or maybe you bought candy bars or wrapping paper for someone's child for their school. It doesn't hurt to remind people of the support that you've given in the past and ask them to give you support now. When you receive your donations, be sure that you follow up and recognize your donors. Be sure that you track and thank donors. As soon as donations come in, it's important to go ahead and send out a thank you. And that can be a quick email, a quick post on social media, or a text message, or writing out a handwritten card. Just be sure that you are thanking your donors and thank them often. Remember to turn in your cash often and don't wait. This is so important. If you're receiving actual cash or checks, don't sit on those donations. Be sure to drop them by our office and turn them in so that you don't risk losing them and so that you can get credit to them to your fundraising page. Remember to highlight your efforts online. Keep your friends and family updated with your success or with your challenges. And again, remember to thank your donors often. Lastly, I want to give you this. This is a fun way to raise $600 guaranteed. So if you complete a challenge in each of these donor boxes, asking people to contribute whatever is in the box, then you will have raised $600 by the time you complete each square. So this is a fun way for you to raise some money or to share this with your team and help challenge and motivate them in their own fundraising. So be sure to use this. And there are a lot of other tools available to you on our website. So be sure that you check out all of the handbooks that we have. We have guides for team captains and for individual fundraisers. And we have tips and tools for how to use our mobile app, as well as how to raise money on Facebook and social media and just raising funds in general. So be sure that you check out all of those tools. So that's it, Fundraising 101. It's as simple as that. Do you have any questions? If so, be sure to contact us. You can reach us via our website, email, or through social media or phone. Good luck on your fundraising, and we'll see you on Sunday, September 29th, 2019 in Piedmont Park.